Yeah, we can't make it on fuel from here, of course. The estimated strength of field is 1,856. Alright, fellas, get refocused now. Everybody settle in, make sure all your equipment's correct. Jack looked at, all that stuff. You guys might want to try to do some work on the back side of pit wall here. Get your shoes dry. If nothing else, for when you get up on the wall, get some towels or something put on top of the wall so that you don't slip when you jump off.
Does anybody know what page on Crew Chief I can shut off that tire information?
I don't.
I was looking, but I couldn't find it.
Turn down the chatter.
Okay, I'll try that.
You don't want to hear it? You do want to hear it.
I don't need that information after my run.
Okay.
We are going to roll. We have 3 sets of tires.
Yeah, you'd have to turn down your chatty, I think. Your chatterness or whatever it's called in the settings.
One.
490. 390. 190.
2.
90.
Had to throw the water bottle out, Greg.
I was wondering what's going on
We're
there.
on 1 to go. You'll be on the inside.
Gotta get it where the crew guys can get it.
Close.
Okay, yeah, I can see
Alright,
that.
looks like you're going to be lining up behind the
Don't
17.
leave your shit on the track.
You save that for when you need a caution.
2.
Nah, that's why you've got the foam padding on the roll cage.
I don't have that in my team's budget.
Well, we do now. We got all those Discord nitros. I just got word they got refunded to me.
Nice, mine haven't yet. There's only 3 though for me.
Slide back in your seat there, bud. Give those belts a good tug. Get a good look at your steering wheel there. Make sure that thing's buttoned up right.
Good to have you back, Dustin.
Yeah, brother, you do your thing.
Thank you, Luke.
Green flag.
3. 4.
Outside, outside. Still outside. Clear, clear.
That's a nasty bump.
Yes, it is.
Is that a new paint, Hastings?
Maybe, I don't know. Been running it for a while.
It's just a while since you've seen his ARCA car, probably.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Still outside.
That's true.
Clear. Good job.
I like
Lap
it.
time 51.405. P12.
Mine's got a little change.
Laps of fuel
I do
43.
believe the ARCA car is changing.
On lap
here
2
pretty
of
soon
80.
now.
Yeah, I have that feeling too.
Yeah, you say it's going legit ARCA, right?
Yep. Basically Gen 6 with a longer splitter and a higher spoiler. And way less horsepower.
Still outside. Still out there. Clear high, clear high.
Lap time 41.031. P11. Laps of fuel 43. On lap 3 of 80.
Was Jason pretty mad at me last night, Bob?
No, not
Time
really.
41.072. P11. Laps of fuel 42. On lap 4 of 80.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely my fault. I tried to let him by on the low side of the dog leg, and man, I was carrying too much speed when I let him by, and my car just snapped around on the high side of the dog leg.
Yeah, I saw what happened. I didn't understand how it happened unless you lifted or something and it upset the car while it was jacked up. I didn't really know.
Yeah, initially I didn't realize how good of a run he had on
Lap
me
time
coming out of turn 3 and 4,
40.517.
and so then when I decided
P11.
to just go ahead and
Laps
let
of
him
fuel
down
41.
below,
On
in
lap
my
5
mind
of
mentally
80.
I was already committed to the bottom of the dog leg, and so then I had to lift just slightly to go up to the top, and the car, it basically lost downforce, and when the nose started turning left, I clipped his right rear quarter panel, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, I was just glad I was able to avoid it. I didn't care about him.
Thanks.
I just was like, man,
Lap time
already having a terrible
40.454
night, and here I do
new fast
take
lap.
out, someone else
P11.
by accident.
Laps of fuel 40. On lap 6 of 80.
Good smart racing, man. You got lots of room out the back.
Keyword is accident.
The gap is 1.1.
Yeah, I just hate being that guy.
We've all been that guy before, though.
I think I'm perfect here, Dustin.
Far from it, Luke.
Your fast guys are running 40.337.
Lap time 40.705. P11. Laps of fuel 39.
You guys should have seen the chicks
On lap
hanging out with
7
Luke
of 80.
tonight at the football game.
Outside.
It's like, man, when you show up after the summer being 6 foot tall and muscular, all of a sudden you have a lot more people around you.
I wouldn't know.
You must get that from Terry.
I was right. I'm only 5'10" and a half.
Not much matters there, huh?
My son's almost taller than me, too, and he's only 12.
Holy cow.
Because of the hormones they put in the food now.
I'm taller than both my
I
parents.
think there's a lot
Lap
to
time
that, Greg.
40.771. P10.
Yeah, well, my
Laps of fuel
son's
38.
uncle, so...
On lap 8 of 80.
Quarter
My
outside.
ex's brother's 6'2", I believe.
Still out there.
I'm only 5'7". He's 5'5" currently.
Still outside. Still there. Clear. Working the outside.
I know the girls that Luke's hanging out with don't look like the girls I was hanging out with in 10th grade. I'll tell you that.
Clear, clear.
They weren't ugly?
They weren't eating those
No, they weren't, dude.
GMO foods. What'd you say, Dan?
I thought they weren't dudes.
That's what I was
Lap time
thinking.
41.062.
And yet they might have
P9.
been.
Laps of fuel 37. On lap 9
Never
of
know
80.
nowadays. Way to hang on to their hammer.
Yeah, it's really hard to try and pass at this track, I think.
Oh yeah, it's tough. Well, for me, it's tough passing anywhere because
Lap
I suck,
time
but-
41.008. P9.
Dude, I'm passing a lot of
Laps
cars
of fuel 36.
in the wrong
On lap 10
direction.
of 80.
Yeah, that's really my
Your tire
go.
saving.
I feel like I could drive this track blindfolded.
You did the other night.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely survived it in the pitch black.
Oh, do you have it go at night for whatever reason, or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we've had a wonderful OBRL week.
Lap time
It's been
40.940.
Just
P9.
gotta spice things up here.
Laps of fuel 35.
I
On
got
lap 11
DQ'd
of
in
80.
Stars and Stripes last night with a meatball flag.
Was it Swedish?
Why'd you DQ? Because you didn't come in for it?
Well, I thought it was 3 green flag laps that you had to wait to, like, you could wait to serve it. And right when a green flag dropped, I got DQ'd.
No offense, but so you Christianed it again?
Well, I was up in 5th, actually. I was
So
actually
you
doing a really
Christian-
good race. I drove up from 20th.
I'm not saying you run bad. That's not what I mean by Christianing it. You always run good.
Well, I didn't give myself
Lap
the
small
time
meatball.
mistakes.
40.952.
I didn't give myself the meatball.
P9.
That's the thing.
Laps of fuel
No,
34.
I agree. Christianed
On
it
lap
means
12 of
you
80.
didn't take care of the meatball in the time that you should have, but because you thought it was something different.
Or you pitted too many times.
You should just be happy Hastings wasn't in that race because he'd exploit you again. That was amazing, that video.
Yeah.
Leaders running 40.
That was good, I won't lie.
3.
If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Lap time 41.100.
Victor.
P9.
Yeah, I was
Laps
gonna say
of fuel
Victor's always
33.
very animating.
On lap 13
Pretty
of
much,
80.
especially this week.
I can't laugh at you for that because I fell for the same thing.
Bobby got no pressure for now. I'm trying to help us get up there now.
Well, I appreciate that, but I don't know that I will. I'm
We're
just
in the
trying to
draft.
save some tires here.
Yeah.
Lap time 40.945. P9. Laps of fuel 32. On lap 14 of 80.
Christian.
Did you get it, Christian?
I did. I didn't think I was until it was too late.
Lap time 41.095. P9. Laps of fuel 31.
No damage though, so
On lap
we're
15
okay.
of 80.
I ran over the blue cone in practice and I got damage.
I saw that coming, Wayne.
Yeah, it's early.
Lap time 41.054. P9. Laps of fuel 30. On lap 16 of 80.
I'm pretty content to follow. We'll just lose time if we do that shit.
Copy that.
So since we're spread out, I figured I'd fill you in for those that are wondering what happened the other night. Josh,
Lap
Dan,
time
and I put our heads together in the
41.073.
race review, and
P9.
credit goes to Dan because he was the
Laps
one
of
that kind of
fuel
first had the
29.
bright idea of what may have
On lap
happened.
17 of 80.
But Josh was trying something new with rubbered up track states during the different sessions. Well, unbeknownst to us, you can't just tell it that you want a 50% rubber on the race surface or 30% rubber on the practice surface or anything like that and have iRacing just automatically do that. iRacing must have a time algorithm associated with an amount of rubber. So even though Josh started the session at 3:19 p.m. with regular qualifying and race time, because
Lap
he
time
told it
41.261.
different track states for the different things,
P9.
the sim
Laps of fuel
associated a
28.
time frame with each
lap
of
18
those
of
sessions. So when we dropped the green flag, it was almost after 8 o'clock.
I'm surprised it let you do that, but I like that it did. I wish I would have been there.
The light
Yeah.
from the 87s came in handy.
I mean, it was a surprisingly good race. The top three were within half a second of each other.
So you say.
The Miata boys will have
I
their
couldn't
pop-up
see
race.
it.
Lap time 41.308. P9.
So, Dan
Laps
and
of
Josh and
fuel
I talked
27
about it, and we know how
on lap
to
19 of 80.
have a rubbered up track state for the race in the future.
Yeah, start the race earlier.
Well, actually, what you would do is you would put the practice session at the 30%, 20%, 30% tire buildup on there, right? And then set your time at 3 p.m. or whatever it is. But then for the qualifying and the race, you would set it to just carry over the current state. And that way it doesn't compound the timing.
Lap time 41.286.
So let's say we have an hour practice session
Laps
that
of
starts
fuel
at 3
26
p.m.
on
at a
lap
20 or
of 80.
30%, rubber. And after practice, we rubber it up to that 50% Josh was looking for. But then we'd qualify and run the race. There wouldn't be any additional time added. So, good lesson to learn, but that was definitely a surprise on Wednesday because we didn't know how it happened.
So Josh only needs 50% of a rubber?
It's an Ohio thing.
He doesn't roll it down all the way.
Lap time 41.371.
He doesn't need to. Oh, no, wait.
P9. Laps of
I'm not
fuel
even going to ask how you know that.
on lap 21
Yeah,
of
that's
80.
why I stopped.
Tom told me.
I mean, honestly, it was okay until the last 3 laps when the lights literally turned off.
Yeah, so when the sun, and that was really weird, right? So when the sun completely went away, all of the surfaces, grass, track, car paint, everything, lost all their renders. And so it went completely matte black everywhere.
Lap time 41.342. P9.
And that's why we did not
Laps
penalize
of
Larry
fuel
Corey
24.
for going
On
through the
lap
grass and then
22
coming
of
up
80.
and hitting, I can't remember who, because there's no way he could see.
I knew I was in trouble when I was following the car in front of me, and I didn't even realize we were on pit road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through the grass, I think, across the finish line.
And you probably didn't know it until you heard it, the difference in the
Yeah,
tires.
I heard it and felt it, yeah.
Lap time 41.350.
One for the memory
P9.
bank, but we know how to
Laps
avoid
of
that in the
fuel
future.
23. On lap 23 of 80.
Could have thrown some rain in there, too. That would have been fun.
When you set up the session, if you choose an oval track, it won't let you choose rain. It actually grays it all out.
That's not
There's a
fair.
workaround for it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Well, there was. I've been told they've fixed it, and I've also seen people say it's not fixed and doing like drifting around Dega in the wet in an Xfinity car.
Lap time 41.467.
What'd you guys think of those two different tire
P9.
compounds in real life at
Laps
Richmond
of
the other
fuel
week?
22.
I thought that was cool.
On lap 24.
Yeah,
of
they
80.
need to do that every week.
Especially on shorter tracks.
NASCAR tire compounds?
Yeah, it was the first time they ever tried it, and it was just a medium and a soft. It's not like they had 3 different ones to choose from out
Basically,
of 5.
IndyCar type thing.
Yeah. But it
Something
definitely
like that
added
Formula.
some serious interest to the race.
Yes, it
My
did.
favorite-
Yeah.
Anything that can add strategy can only help NASCAR at this point.
Exactly.
My favorite race this year was that race at Bristol where they were having tire issues.
Lap time 41.516.
Fun fact: Denny had his win,
P9.
like it not.
Laps
So
of fuel
obviously he's
21.
won more than once this season, but
On lap
that
25
win does not
of
count
80.
towards the playoffs because they TRD and JGR tore down the engine before NASCAR could look at it.
Yeah, that's definitely on TRD. 100%.
Was that what his penalty was this week?
Yep.
I didn't read it.
Yep. Crew chief was fined $100,000. Fuck, I can't remember all of it, but
75 driver and owner
10
points.
playoff, yeah.
10 playoff points, yep.
Yeah, but how did it take like 4 months to figure this out?
Because I don't think it went reported until TRD was like, we should probably report
P9.
this.
Laps of fuel
Yeah,
20
TRD self-reported.
on lap 26 of 80.
So it was actually an act of sportsmanship, but yeah, they got hit hard for it.
There obviously had to have been a miscommunication somewhere. But whether that be with TRD and JGR, NASCAR and TRD, or whatever.
Lap time 41.378. P9. Laps of fuel 19. On lap 27 of 80.
Yeah, I really don't mind the tire compound thing in NASCAR as a concept, as long as the officiating body doesn't then try to mandate when you can and cannot, change to different things. It's like, dude, if you're going to have tire compounds, then leave it up to the crew chief on how they strategize that.
Same for rain tires.
Agreed.
Just NASCAR
Lap time 41.466.
They do at certain tracks now, yeah.
P9. Laps
Yeah,
of
they
fuel
produced
18.
one of the best races earlier
On
this
lap
year with the rain
28 of
tires.
80.
Yeah, that one at New Hampshire, right?
That racing was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they were like 4 and 5 wide at New Hampshire, like something you would never see.
All looking for water, too. Trying to cool off the tires at the same time.
And then that Bristol race where they're managing tires, look who you see up front. It's the guys that can really run the race car properly.
Yeah, it's a lot of the newer guys that didn't ever
Lap
have
time
to worry about saving tires
41.611.
on the older cars that
P9.
were complaining about it.
Laps of fuel 17.
Right.
Well, all I know is
On
I
lap
really want to see a
29
race
of
now
80.
between Kyle Larson and Max Verstappen.
Max kind of shrugged it off as like, he kind of agreed, like, I would beat him in the open wheel stuff, and he'd beat me in dirt. I don't race dirt as much, so, like, I don't know the concept of it.
I was going to say, in
I'd
order
like
to
to
have
see them
that,
both in a road car, but not an open wheel.
Like a GT2.
iRacing.
yeah, I was going to say, in order to do that, how do you decide what cars you drive,
Max
Larson, there's no way Larson beats him in a Formula One, and there's no way
Lap
Max
time
beats him in a stock car.
41.453.
Or even sprint car.
P9. Laps of fuel 16. On lap 30 of 80.
I think Larson would have a shot at him at a road course in like a GT3 car or something.
A lot of F1 fans are pointing out, or trying to say that he has like no experience in IMSA or anything, like outside of NASCAR and dirt cars, but Larson has a Daytona 24 under his belt.
It would be a great event for charity, similar to like when they do the golf ones of like the matches where it's just that
Lap time
stupid made for TV stuff.
41.513.
That's what it would be good
P9.
for.
Laps of fuel
Oh,
15.
yeah, like a charity
on lap
pay-per-view.
31 of 80.
Like the the NFL players and golf thing.
Yeah, I'd watch.
Oh, for sure. Have some in-car interviews during the race.
The argument's been
It'd be
made
awesome.
for so long. I mean, they took Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton over the years in different kind of cars, and I don't know how they performed, but that basic idea of a car, I feel like is generally easier in a stock.
Well, they do have. Do they still have that International Race of Champions?
Lap
No.
time
they don't?
41.468. P9.
They haven't done
Laps
that
of
for a
fuel
few
14.
years.
On lap 32 of 80.
But I will say Lewis
I heard
has
they're
driven,
trying to bring that back.
Yeah, Ray Everham is.
I will say Lewis has
Cool.
driven a stock car before. Him and Tony Stewart did a driver swap type thing where Stewart drove an F1 car and Lewis drove Lewis drove Stewart's stock car.
Yeah, Lewis did great because they did a Glenn, right?
Yep, Watkins Glen with the boot.
Gordon did that at Indy with somebody, right? Montoya, maybe?
Juan. Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably what got Juan to think, maybe NASCAR would be fun.
Lap time 41.627. P9. Laps of fuel 13. On lap 33 of 80.
I actually think that Max Verstappen would have a lot of fun in NASCAR because the way he drives is he's no holes barred, and that's kind of how NASCAR is.
One of the only races of oval he does is Talladega and the trucks.
He's done that?
He's been doing that on iRacing, yeah.
Oh, on iRacing.
Lap
I thought you
time
meant he did that.
Oh,
in
no.
life.
709.
No, on iRacing, that's like his
P9.
like oval thing to
Laps
do.
of
Is just
fuel 12.
whenever it's trucks at
On
Talladega,
lap
he goes to
34
it.
of 80. Lap time 41.514. P9. Laps of fuel 11. On lap 35 of 80. Lap time 41.620. P9. Laps of fuel 10. On lap 36 of 80.
Leaders running 41.492.
Lap time 41.666. P9. Laps of fuel 9. On lap 37 of 80. Lap time 41.595. P9. Laps of fuel 8. On lap 38 of 80.
Three is going to be pitting.
Outside. Still out there. Still there. Door outside. Can't tell yet.
Lap time 41.654. P8. Laps of fuel 7. On lap 39 of 80.
Clear high. Outside. Still outside. Still out there. Clear outside. Outside. Clear high, clear high. Make sure you're trying to back up that entry, bud.
Lap time 41.876.
Three pitting out.
P6. Laps of fuel 6. On lap 40 of 80.
Thirty-two pitting.
95 pitting.
The leaders on pit road now.
3, 2,
1,513. 1,300. 1,100. 900. 800.
Is the leader.
600.
Just a little past halfway.
500.
Make sure you get something to drink.
300. 200.
1.
100. 0.
Go, man, go, 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 go.
2,
The leaders on pit road.
3, 4,
Lap time 112.385. P11. Laps of fuel 42.
On the track are running 41.
On lap 42 of 80.
9, 8. Attaboy, come on, man. Keep digging. Keep whipping her. The gap is 1.8. Nothing coming from behind. The interval is 1.2.
97 pitting.
Did you have any damage, Wayne?
P6 is the fastest car
No.
on the track. 39.77.
Lap time 40.526. P11. Laps
No,
of
just
fuel
can't drive.
41. On lap 43 of 80.
It's a great last lap, man. Keep it
Lap
up.
time 40.275 new fast lap. P11. Laps of fuel 40. On lap 44 of 80.
Damn, dude, that was the
Lap
fastest
time
lap we've run in a while.
40.267 new fast lap. P10. Laps
Leader
of
pit
fuel
road.
39.
Give it what it'll
On
take,
lap
bud. You got a lot
45 of
room
80.
behind you. The gap is 1.7. P7 is the fastest car on the track. 39.728.
Lap time
Great lap.
40.223 new fast lap. P10. Laps of fuel 38. On lap 46 of 80.
Leaders on pit road. Tip 7 is the leader. Good lap there.
Lap time 40.201 new fast lap. P9. Laps of fuel 37. On lap 47 of 80. Lap time 40.444. P8. Laps of fuel 36. On lap 48 of 80.
Fast guys are running 40.263.
Lap time 40.444. P8. Laps of fuel 35. On lap 49 of 80. Lap time 40.612.
I'll stay high for you,
P8.
Titanium.
Laps of fuel 34. On lap 50 of 80. Lap time 40.599. P8. Laps of fuel 32. On lap 51 of 80. Lap time 40.698. P8. Laps of fuel 31. On lap 52 of 80. Lap time 40.813. P8. Laps of fuel 30. On lap 53 of 80. Lap time 40.947. P8. Laps of fuel 29. On lap 54 of 80.
fastest guys on the track are running 40.647.
Lap time 40.918. P8. Laps of fuel 28. On lap 55 of 80. Lap time 41.009. P8. Laps of fuel 27. On lap 56 of 80.
Well, I thought this strategy could have worked.
It might still. You never know. Still got
Lap
almost a
time
quarter of the race to go.
41.055.
A little over, I guess.
P8. Laps of fuel 26. On lap 57 of 80. Lap time 40.978. P8. Laps of fuel 25. On lap 58 of 80. Lap time 41.098. P8. Laps of fuel 24. On lap 59 of 80. Lap time 41.241. P8. Laps of fuel 23. On lap 60 of 80.
Leaders are running 41.117. Laps to go, man. 20 laps to go.
Lap time 41.171. P8. Laps of fuel 22. On lap 61 of 80. Lap time 41.200. PA. Laps of fuel 21. On lap 62 of 80. Lap time 41.179. PA. Laps of fuel 20. On lap 63 of 80. Lap time 41.151. PA. Laps of fuel 19. On lap 64 of 80. Lap time 41.313. PA. Laps of fuel 18. On lap 65 of 80.
Outside. Door outside. Still out there. Still there outside.
Lap time 41.325. PA. Laps of fuel 17. On lap 66 of 80.
Clear outside.
Good save, Bob.
Outside.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could come off there a little lower. Was not a good idea.
Still out there.
No, that first seam is deadly.
Still out there at your door. Fast guys are running 41.26. Still out there.
Lap time 41.492.
Still out there.
PA. Laps of fuel 16. On lap 67 of 80.
Still out there. Still outside. Clear outside.
Lap time 41.424. P7.
Outside.
Laps of fuel 15. On lap 68
Clear.
of 80.
That was fun, Dustin.
That one, John.
Yeah, it was
you
fun.
worked for that.
Yes, I did. It was fun, though.
A lot of fun, buddy.
Lap time 41.384. P7. Laps of fuel 14. On lap 69 of 80.
Sorry, Christian. I thought I gave you enough room there.
Nah, you did. I just got tight on the bottom. That's my bad.
I wasn't going to give you a lot of room, but...
Nah, you gave plenty down there.
Lap time 41.313. P7. Laps of fuel 13. On lap 70 of 80.
About 10 more.
Lap time 41.312. P7. Laps of fuel 12. On lap 71 of 80. Lap time 41.364. P7. Laps of fuel 11. On lap 72 of 80.
So you know, fast guys are running 41, 22, 6, 5.
Lap time 41.340. P7. Laps of fuel 10. On lap 73 of 80. Lap time 41.342. P7. Laps of fuel 9. On lap 74 of 80. Lap time 41.360. P7. Laps of fuel 8. On lap 75 of 80.
Five to go.
Lap time 41.403. P7. Laps of fuel 7. On lap 76 of 80. Lap time 41.396. P7. Laps of fuel 6. On lap 77 of 80.
Just be nice and smooth, float it into the corner. You get it.
Lap time 41.395. P7. Laps of fuel 5. On lap 78 of 80.
Just start taking a peek at your entrance into the pit road there. Get familiar with it. 2 more laps, 2 more hard ones, man. Fast guys running 41.507.
Lap time 41.331. P7.
Very good job. No
Laps of
drawback.
fuel 4.
The gap
On lap
is
79 of 80.
1.8. White flag, nice, smooth.
Good job,
Lap
Dan.
time 41.498. P7.
Yeah, it was
Laps
a
of
good
fuel
race
3.
there. I thought
On lap 80 of
you
80.
beat getting such a good run off of pit road. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to hold you off, especially because you were catching me there really good.
Yeah, I think that's why I lost you at the end.
That's a heck of a race, though, for everybody. I mean, green to checker, no cautions, and everybody on the lead lap.
Good battle, Wayne.
Yep, good job, Dan. Good job, Greg. That was
Good win,
fun,
Dan.
Christian and Wayne.
Yeah,
Yep,
nice
good job,
try,
everybody.
Hastings.
Lap time 41.600.
Disappointed the lights were still on.
P7. Laps of fuel 2. On lap 2
Good,
of
man. Good
84.
point today, good solid day, fellas.
That was fun, Wayne.
I was trying to keep you guys side by side.
Three. 2.
I was trying, Greg.
1,512.
Yeah, you almost got there. Another 5 laps or
1,300.
so.
That was fun. I think I used up too
1,100.
much trying to get
Good race,
past
guys.
Dustin.
Nice job, guys. Did Greg and Bob give the...
Yep, the photo's good.
Okay. I couldn't even get the words out.
Yeah, and I think